All right, we'll call this meeting to order and get started. Anybody got anything to add to the, I guess I should say this is the meeting of the Community Center Select Steering Committee meeting, and Andrew unfortunately is under the weather, and I will be chairing as vice chair. Okay, anybody got any late items they want to add to the agenda?
Nothing for the open meeting from me.
Okay, so can I have a motion to approve the agenda as circulated? Thanks, Jillian. Seconder? Thanks, Rob. All in favor? Raise your hand, say aye.
Hey.
Okay, we're ahead. Okay, adoption of the minutes of the March 21st meeting. Has anybody got any additions or corrections? Okay, so
Sent to, I think.
well, they're just little typos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is anybody can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Thanks, Rob. Seconder? Come on, don't be so bashful. There we go. Thank you. All in favor? Okay, aye. All right. Public comments. We don't have any public present, do we? Deaf? No public? Okay.
No.
Okay, 4.1, Jillian and Liam, construction update. And I guess Talia.
Okay, thank you, Chair. So since we've last met, unfortunately, there's still no roof on, and I think that's stating the obvious for everybody. But I did just get an update from the architects who are on site today, along with our building inspector who's on site as well. And they're feeling pretty confident with the roofing subcontractors and their ability to install the roof in the way that it needs to be installed once we get the green light from the warranty provider. And so I think you've heard me talk about this before. We're essentially still waiting for the final okay from the warranty provider that the blue membrane is okay and that we'll get 100% warranty if we put the roof on over top of it. And the architects feel confident about that. And so that's reassuring. So we're really just waiting for that. Inside the building, there's a tremendous amount of effort going on, and it's pretty exciting. You've heard me say this before as well. It's just really starting to take shape. And so you're really getting a sense and feel for things. I believe Jillian might have some photos that she just took this morning to share with the team. So maybe Jillian, I'll hand it over to you.
Sure. No questions in general before we look at some photos? No? Okay.
No.
Okay, share screen. As Liam was saying, it's just a few that I took this morning, just to give a bit of an update. So this is in the large multi-purpose room, looking up at the ceiling. Lee and I were both there this morning, and I got actually pretty excited looking at the speakers in the room. It's the sound is going to be wonderful in there. This is, you can see a little bit, you can see some of the speakers, and you can see the pipe grid that's suspended below the trusses there, and that's where some of the other features, the lighting will be attached to, and the rigging for the drapes is all within that configuration as well. It's a hard area to photograph very effectively to show you, but it's all up in there.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be covered somehow?
No, it's open.
So we're looking at all the girders and the beams and everything permanently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Looking into the room now, this is looking at it from the other direction. So I'm standing essentially on the stage looking towards the audience in this photo. So you can see the sound booth up high. And when that seating goes in, which is the very last thing before we install the lighting, but the seating, when it's retracted, goes all the way back and doesn't even protrude the depth of the sound booth. So it's really flat up against the wall there. One of the next big steps in the facility is doing the flooring. So you can see here that it's really close. They were putting in the self-leveling compound. It's not all in, but a lot of it was put in over the weekend. So it's getting ready for that flooring. And this room has many layers of flooring to accomplish the final product, which is that very durable stage flooring that we've mentioned before.
Is that the projector, Jillian?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the projector you can see, unfortunately, they did put it on, the lift for it is white, so that will have to be replaced with a black lift. Yeah, but that is the projector, and you can see it's wrapped in plastic to keep it protected during the final stages of construction. But we saw it when it was all the way down, and it goes really far down, you know, for servicing right down to the floor and then lifts up out of the way. Just a couple of other images. The one on the left is the long corridor. Now that lighting, it will be recessed up into the slats. It won't be suspended down below it like that, but all of that ceiling wood slat is already in all the way down the corridor. And then looking into the small multi-purpose room or flex room, as you can see it, some people actually want to call it the fishbowl or the aquarium because it's all glass, which I quite like the aquarium. I think it's funny, but anyway. So this photo I just took this morning, and there are no lights on in the place. And this is how light and bright it is, which is really exciting to see when the sun's coming in. You can also see these two blocked out spaces on the floor. And that's to show you some of the concrete testing that's being done. So there is a fairly rigorous or a very rigorous quality assurance program for the flooring that has to be met. So this is some of that pre-installation concrete testing for moisture levels, essentially, before that goes in. So this is the room that has that very, very durable linoleum flooring. Fitness studio, again, you can see that flooring on the left. This is sprung wood flooring that's going in shortly here, and you can see the double doors have been installed, so that's going to open up into the courtyard. The pavers in the courtyard being they're concrete pavers that are about 1 foot by 2 foot rectangles all through there. So very easy to start imagining the classes spinning out into the nice weather onto the patio. And this is just the last picture, and it's some, you know, construction debris within it, but just a couple of shots within the washroom complex of that roll-in shower. And the photo on the right is part of the men's bathroom. So remembering there are universal facilities and gendered as well throughout it. So that was it, just a few for the morning. Any questions?
Questions, anybody? Okay, we'll move on to 4.2, fundraising update.
We don't actually have an update at this point in time. There's really it's status quo right now, where we're calling in any outstanding pledges that have not been converted to donations. And we are going to be reaching out to all of the donors in the very near future to confirm their preference for name recognition on the donor wall, and as well as we're working to sort out what the name plates will look like on the chairs for all those individuals that did air quotes purchase a chair through their donation.
Questions? Jillian?
Sorry, it wasn't a question. Well, it is a question, but it's to the hearth specifically, because I realized as we're finalizing these names, I forgot to ask specifically if there are specific names of individuals that donated through the Hearth and not the Community Foundation that need to be recognized on the wall. And additionally, I know you submitted a grant for the piano, so we should probably have that grantor on the wall as well. So just as a reminder to think about all those names given to us.
So we'll just do a little follow-up for you and Jamie to, and Rob to confirm those items.
Great, thank you.
All right. Anybody got anything for other business in 5.1? And we'll move to a closed meeting, and I will move that the Community Center Select Steering Committee move to a closed meeting pursuant to sections 91K. It's just one section, 91 sub K of the Community Charter. Second? All in favor?